Roman.
Rachel Rose here, talking all things boxing. I'm here with Eddie Hearn. You've had a busy day, so we're going to try and keep this one short. You've had a lot going on since I last saw you. A lot's
Yeah,
going
been
on.
everywhere. Like I just obviously we was in Saudi, went to Dubai for a couple of days, saw Conor Ben here, then Monaco, then Stockton, then Miami, then back to Saudi. So
Yeah.
yeah, it's going to be a busy run into the end of the year.
Yeah, and brilliant. I mean, I was talking to Matthew Lawless about how it feels like there's been a huge elevation with Matchroom. Like you guys are just pushing kind of the boxing limits. It feels like more than I think any of us have
Yeah, just
experienced.
trying to keep evolving really and changing the way we did do things. Obviously, you saw that with like the Wood Warrington stuff up there today. The way we're doing our press conference. Not all of it works all the time, but I think in boxing you kind of change something, you sort of level up, and then everyone kind of follows suit. So like everything that we do now, that's why we changed the weigh-ins. You got people weighing in the same time on the podiums and stuff like that.
I like it.
Because
It's like a
just think
game.
it's got to be more fluent as well. It's like when you got, it's like another thing. I don't think we need to really announce all the officials on the night of the fight. So it's like, the officials tonight, the 3 scoring judges are so and the man in a bit. It's like, all right, respect to you guys. We can put it up on a graphic. We don't need that 30, 40 seconds because people now are much more fast paced. They want
social media
stuff now. So it's been a good year, and we're starting off with a really hot 2026.
Yeah, brilliant end to the year. Brilliant start to next year. So I'm going to try and hit the main points as best we can. So we'll talk about Ben Whitaker because we're here for Ben Whitaker right now. This is his 11th fight. Correct, now. Yeah. First fight with Matchroom. One of the things I think is odd about Ben Whitaker is he's this incredible talent. He's built this huge fan base, but people were already quick to write him off before he'd even got off the mark because of his rise to fame, if you like. Why do you think that is?
I think boxing fans are quite strange in a way that they're very critical, and I'm one of them. And we like a moan as well. And it's like you see Ben Whitaker, it's like, what's this bloke doing? Whereas my mates who are like casual fans are like messaging going, have you seen this Ben Whitaker? He's unbelievable. Yeah. So there is the Marmite element to Ben Whitaker. Naz had it, Eubank Senior had it. Like a lot of people, a lot of big names have it where, and let's be honest, sometimes when he was fighting the lower level guys, it can be, you can think it's a little bit disrespectful, and what's this guy doing? But it's also unbelievable what he's doing. I knew that as he went through the levels, that would happen less and less. Yeah. You're just not going to do that. And when you saw Liam Cameron fight, as a good example, where he just was all business, went in there and just destroyed him. And this will be a good fight for him on Saturday. But this is a guy he's got it all. We've seen the numbers, we've seen his social media following, we know how he talks, we know how he looks. But I like him because I think he's a world-class fighter. He's a silver medalist in the Olympics. He's always been a fantastic amateur. I believe he can be a world champion, and this is his first part of that journey with us.
Why do you think people feel so uncomfortable with a fighter that does like to showboat? Why do you think there's that kind of...
I just think it's mainly it's the British public in general. I don't think they like flash Harrys or flashness. And I think that, listen, even me, I was watching his first few fights. We were going to sign him, and he was like, it wasn't aggravating me, but I was just thinking, you flash bastard. I can't believe the liberty. But he was so good with it that it was he wasn't doing it and then getting hit. And he was just,
slick with it.
And I'm sort of watching it going, on one hand, I'm like, look at this flash bastard. And then the other hand, I'm thinking, we should have had him. I can't believe this. And then I'm just seeing his social media following going up and up and up. But I knew, don't forget, 5 years before he even turned pro, I knew how good he was. Yeah. Everybody was talking about him in Team GB. He went to the Olympics. He won silver. He was gutted with silver, disgusted that he didn't win gold. And he's a winner.
Yeah.
But he's the full package. And we just got to make sure, like you said, this is the 11th fight. There's still 2 or 3 fights to get under your belt. So it's a tough division.
And I think people forget that based on the fact that his name has gone around like wildfire. I think
also, that's you're saying you're doing all this stuff. Fight someone real then. That's that.
Yeah.
It's like we are, the Cameron fight, this is a good fight, and we'll keep stepping it up.
And it's the question as well. You hear a lot of this, is Ben Whitaker as good as we think he is? And it's like, well, maybe let him breathe.
But
give him a sec.
There'll be more pressure on him.
Yeah, 100.
And the people will be more critical.
Yeah.
Because of what he's like. So if he underperforms, look at the Cameron 1 fight. I don't think that was even, I don't think he shouldn't have even fought that night. But he got 10 times more stick than anyone else would have got.
Totally.
But tough. That's what comes with the territory of being a showman.
Yeah, it's true. And also when people have high expectations, I think Cameron Vong felt it a little bit as well. He came in quite high expectations.
Listen, I'm mouthy, flashy. And when we get beat, like I said the other week in the Ben Eubank fight, We had 2 wins over Queensbury that night. No one even mentioned it. When we get beat by Queensbury, like the social media's like, Hearn's got smashed again by Queensbury. I'm going, we won 2-0 tonight. And everyone's like, oh, right.
Yeah.
So it just comes with the territory. You know?
I think also it's because you're a flash bastard.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Right.
Yeah,
so,
that's why you and Ben work well together.
Exactly.
Yeah. So speaking of, I mean, obviously that was, great night. You won't Ben. Fantastic that you guys came out with the win. It was quite evident, like, how happy you were that evening. Like, it was clearly an emotional journey with Connor as well, not just being the promoter.
We've been through a lot of shit together with him, and it's obviously well documented. We backed him because I believed in him, and it was a tough time. I mean, horrible, much tougher for him, but pretty shit for us because I had to go out and take the brunt of it and really fight for him when no one really believed in him. So there was that. There was the Eubank beef, if you like. Tony Sims is very close with him, and just the whole team, really good people. Yeah. And it was like really rolled back the years of like Barker Gill and like Froch Butte and Bellew Makabu, like those moments where it's just like Joshua Klitschko, where it's just like total euphoria.
Literally.
And I wasn't sure whether I could feel like that again.
Yeah.
Because it's become very serious over the years, and the business has got very big, and like, but it was nice to have one of those nights where it's like, this is why we do it.
And it felt like that. It felt like it was a real like team joy, and it was contagious. It was.
Everybody was desperate for him to win. Everybody had worked really hard, but he worked really hard.
Yeah, you could see that.
Connor put so much work in, and I was really happy for him.
He looked massive as well.
Yeah, he's back to 147 now.
That's going to be.
It's not going to be easy.
No.
But he thinks
because it's muscle mass as well.
Yeah, the science thinks or spits out that he can do it.
Yeah.
So we shall see.
Final question, because I know you've got to run. Sorry, Matty, I'll be quick. Anthony Joshua, Jake Paul. Now, when I heard the news, I was like, I literally stepped back and I was like, let's get into Eddie Hearn's brain. Yeah. Let's think how he would think. Yeah. And I was like, he's gone. And then I listened to an interview with you the next day, and everything that I said, you said out loud. I was like, I'm getting good at this.
It's common sense, isn't it, really? Yeah. It's like, I mean, I just prefer to be honest. When people go, why? How can Joshua take this fight? It's like, how can you not take the fight? Like, and legacy is important to us, and he wants to be remembered as a great fighter, but it's just like, we were going to have an 8-rounder last week, actually, on the Riyadh season card. We weren't going to tell anyone. Turkey knew we were going to pitch up.
I knew.
I know.
Eddie, I'm getting into your brain. I knew that was coming.
Like, he was the guy, and about 2 weeks before that, we got made the offer, so obviously that we didn't do it. But he was going to fight that guy, Cassius Chaney, who, I don't know, is 100th on BoxRec, right? Now, I'm not saying he's the same level as Jake Paul, but Jake Paul's top 50 in cruiserweight, whatever. And we were going to take that 8-rounder for 50 times less money than he's making to fight Jake Paul. So 2026 is secured for us. It's serious heavyweight boxing that culminates in Tyson Fury. But if we can run out in a career high payday against Jake Paul, boost the profile, right? Obviously make a huge amount of money, wrap your hands and go through the process. We just can't say no.
I know.
So
I get it.
That's it.
I get it. And I said to the people who were giving me the it's a fixed thing, I was like, have you met Eddie Hearn?
I know, yeah.
I was like, would you think?
Like, it's a real fight.
Of course.
People are betting on. You can't fix a fight like that. And I would never be part of a fight, by the way. How cringe is it? All right, so Anthony, what you're going to... He would never do
That's what I said.
But that is legacy effect.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
I'm not with... Like, this is a fight. And you'll see on December 19th. Like, anyone that thinks this fight's being fixed, wait till you see what happens on December 19th. And afterwards, you will go, well... One thing's for sure, that weren't a fix.
Not me. I didn't think it was fixed. Just let's clear that one up, Ed. That's what I was saying to people. Anyway, thank you for your time.
No problem.
And good luck. I hope it all goes well.
Cheers.
Yeah, see you Saturday.